You're welcome to TestDriller chemistry class. This session shall be an introductory session, and we shall be engaging ourselves by looking at the most frequently occurring topics in the WAEC examination. Every session in this class is put together in order to address a common issue amongst WAEC candidates, and this issue is based on the observation that most candidates perform below expectation because they fail to realize that the West African Examination Council tests topics by using a particular frequency framework. As a result, these candidates dedicate less time to studying topics which are most frequently tested by WAEC. Let's quickly look at the WAEC syllabus. The WAEC syllabus for chemistry. In the WAEC syllabus, there are several aspects. The first aspect we consider is physical chemistry. Under physical chemistry, we have topics which include introduction to chemistry and scientific methods, elements, compounds and mixtures, matter and separation techniques, structure of the atom, periodic chemistry, chemical bonding, stoichiometry and chemical reactions, kinetic theory of matter and gas laws, energy and energy changes, acids, bases and salts, solubility of substances, rates of chemical reactions, chemical equilibrium, redox reactions, and electrolysis. And next, we have nuclear chemistry. Under nuclear chemistry, we have nuclear reactions, types and nature of radiations, spectrometry, carbon dating, use of radioactivity, half-life. And next, we have industrial and environmental chemistry. We have chemical industries, fine chemicals, heavy chemicals, air and air pollution, air pollutants, water, town water supply, petroleum industry. And next we have chemistry of non-metals. Under this aspect, we have carbon and its compounds, oxygen and its compounds, hydrogen and its compounds, halogens and their compounds, nitrogen and its compounds, sulfur and its compounds, and the noble gas. And next, we have chemistry of metals. Under this aspect, we have topics which include introduction to metals and their properties, extraction of metals, chemistry of transition metals, sodium and its compounds, calcium and its compounds, aluminium and its compounds, corrosion of metals, and alloys of metals. And next is organic chemistry. Under organic chemistry, we have introduction to organic chemistry, carbon and its uniqueness in organic chemistry, homologous series and functional groups, classes of formulas in organic chemistry, nomenclature of organic compounds, hydrocarbons and petroleum industry, carboxyl families, carbonyl families, aromatics compounds, proteins, and carbohydrates. And next is experimental chemistry. Under this aspect, we have topics which include qualitative analysis. You will be tested on quantitative analysis and general chemistry. Please do note that experimental chemistry will be written in one day. This concept of chemistry will be tested in an examination day, and it is popularly known as the WAEC chemistry practical. This practical aspect shall cover these three aspects: qualitative analysis, quantitative analysis, and general chemistry. Now, let's look at the last segment in this video, which is the most frequently occurring topics in descending order. Based on WAHEC examinations that have been conducted over the past few years, researches have been conducted and conclusions have been made. And the conclusion is that the West African Examination Council set questions based on the folio of the aspects that we have in the WAEC chemistry syllabus. In the WAEC chemistry syllabus, physical chemistry is ranked number one, and physical chemistry is the most tested aspect in the WAEC chemistry examination. So it takes a percentage frequency of 63.14. And this means that out of 50 OBJ questions that will be set in the WAEC chemistry examination, 63.14% of these questions shall come under physical chemistry. Also, out of the over 50 questions that will be set in the theory examination, 63.14% shall be under physical chemistry. Therefore, for the objective and theory test, 63.14% of all the questions come from physical chemistry. And organic chemistry is ranked number two, which takes a percentage frequency of 10.8. Non-metals and their compounds is ranked number three, which takes 5.31%. So this means out of all the questions that we have in the objective and theory tests, 5.31% of the questions come from non-metals and their compounds. And number four is metals and their compounds, which takes a percentage frequency of 4.95%. Five is industrial and environmental chemistry. This takes 1.42%. And six is nuclear chemistry, which takes 0.95%. And seven is experimental chemistry, which takes 13.39%. All right. And note that experimental chemistry should be ranked separately because it is a separate paper on its own. I wish you all the best in your examination. Thank you. This takes us to the end of our virtual class. Click on the bell icon below to be notified of the next virtual class on common mistakes WASSCE candidates make according to WAEC Chief Examiner's report. This is a very important aspect of our virtual class. Do not miss it. Thank you.